Now I am here again, starting to travel towards south with my new companions, and they happen to be a couple. Although you can clearly see that Jahira is wearing pants in that relationship, but if it's mutually consented, there's nothing wrong with that, doing things like that. So, heading towards south, like those two creepy dudes around here. And with 4 characters, it's much easier to survive. And even if you would have the best possible gear available in this game, survival would still be quite tricky and dangerous at the beginning of the game, because, well, the gear actually, you know, what's the word, synergizes with each other. It doesn't work itself.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Oh yeah. And of course the fact that of the best gear in the game is not actually even available at this phase of the game. So which makes it a bit of annoyance or inconvenience, you could say. But still, Hrothgar and the others are heading towards the south, towards the city of Nashkel.
What do you need?
And through the city of Beregost. Well, thank you for your help. Oh yeah, and unlike Baldur's its sequel, cities and all of those have this kind of, you could say, fog of war or whatever the effect is called, meaning that you can't see all of it, which means that even if you would explore them completely, you couldn't see all of the city, which is a bit of hassle.
Right, what's this then?
But nothing you could say you can't live with. And of course, Beregost would have all kinds of little quests and plot lines for you to deal with, handle, and, well, I am not gonna particularly handle them now, because, well, they are kind of boring when they occur. And of course some of those quest lines would be something that they would be appearing about elsewhere, but
right,
let's just go to the southern part of the road, because, well, actually one of those little quest lines can actually be solved quite really quickly around here.
Get over here! Right, what's this then?
Oh yeah, that's Ogrilon, some sort of unpleasant monstrosity that you can you have to kill. But luckily it doesn't have any melee attacks and doesn't have any range attack and isn't particularly fast, so you can get rid of it quite easily, assuming you are not doing anything stupid at the beginning of this game, like being brave and deliberately seeking out challenges, like going to hand combat, because that's very dangerous.
Good on you if you save the day.
Yep, yes, you could see one hit almost took out
My blade will cut you down to
almost
size.
took out Imoen. So yeah,
My blade will cut you down to size.
it's very much down to luck at this place. But that Ogrilon dropped a letter. But first I'm gonna do some bit walking to the south. Yeah, there's a road post.
Serve the flaming fist.
Oh, flaming fist mercenaries. Oh, well, no chance to be snarky. So, well, we're not part of any gang. So, well, we don't want any trouble. We're hunting them down. No one hired, just adventurers. Yeah. At this pace, snarkiness against those guys, 3 against 4, and those 3 had armor. Better is quite bad deal, especially when one of my crew was already in halfway tolerable state. So, but I found that little letter, so now it's time to
Sorted.
return to Beregost City, the magnificent metropolis. And of course, when it's the matter of this enhanced edition, it has some inconveniences like zoomable map, which makes it
Sorted.
quite nice. Well, there's some Miriam.
Right, what's this then?
Salutations.
Yeah,
Salutations.
yeah. It was. Well, now she's a widow. Sorry.
Sorted.
And now still
Mark's really not in this.
being coaxed by enemies. Not good. That would be normally quite pointless fight, but I'm not gonna being particularly, you could say, fight heavy, eager to participate in fights, especially seeing how dangerous they are at this phase of the game, even with the
Sorted.
best equipment you can get. So avoiding it at this phase of the game, extremely recommended. About as recommended as exercising and proper diet in current world. Well, any world, but current world especially, when there's all kinds of plagues and locusts running around and causing mischief and trouble to people. Oh yeah, and there would be a couple of... Actually, there's some of them here already. Another hobgoblin. Yeah, went down. And at this phase of the game, looting everything you practically can carry is highly recommended. Because money is important, although it becomes less important once the game gets further. But it never loses importance in this game, or value, or use in this game, which I find to be very good design. Although I can also say that there was a, you could say, glitch in the original version which allowed you to get practically bottomless amounts of money with ridiculous ease. But it's no longer there. Oh, and Lord Foreshadow. That's a very foreshadowing name. Yeah, I've heard of it, but it doesn't even exist.
Right, what's this then?
But now I'm ready to go to the Nashkel city. You could say the first big mystery for you to solve in this game.
With your hurried flight from Candlekeep barely behind you, the troubles facing the Sword Coast seem an unfamiliar blur to your fractured nerves. Gorion would not have you sit idle, however, and perhaps investigating local concerns will shed some light on your own predicament. How the iron shortage or the trouble in the Nashkel mines could possibly be linked to you, you have no idea.
Yep. There is none. But the game is just got
Stand
into...
away, citizen!
Well, yeah, we're part of Hrothgar seeking a place to rest between adventures. Yep, tensions are running high. Nashkel is
Glory of
actually...
Am!
Ah. And the mayor. So, what exactly... Let's be snarky. What exactly is the trouble? Well, iron shortage, iron mine, something's bad or tainted. That's a big problem, meaning it's a dungeon for you to press through with all the dungeon things like monsters and bosses. Yeah, there's a boss encounters in this game. Although they are not so flashy as they could be, but they are still boss
Right,
encounters.
what's this then?
You have returned.
Yeah.
And so soon.
All right, thank you. I took the money. Yeah, I'm a scammer. And here is perhaps one of the most famous characters of entire Forgotten Realms that became famous in this game. Let's say hello to Minsk.
Stand and deliver, that my hamster might have a better look at you.
Oh yeah, but
Go on.
because
You're
Hrothgar
a
has the
servant
social
awaits.
graces of ill-tempered honey badger, let's allow Jaheira with her pretty face and married woman's charm chat with, well,
As you
Minsk.
direct.
Spit it out. Right, what's this then?
Oh damn, I think I made a mistake. Maybe I should have spoken with... damn, made a mistake. Well, try again. And attempting again.
Stand
as
and
done.
deliver, that my hamster might have a better look at you.
Oh yes, asking Jaheira to do the talking instead of social graces of ill-tempered honey badger Hrothgar allows me to recruit Minsk. And not only Minsk, but Boo as well. And excuse me, are you speaking to a rodent? Yep, Boo is by... Yep, it would be real great that there would be more lies for Minsk, because he's just absolutely hilarious. He's an absolutely brilliant character. So brilliant that he is grown in popularity above from this game. And there's a damsel in distress, and not only Minsk has a hamster, it is a miniature giant space hamster. Only one of them in the whole Forgotten Realms and Sword Coast. And it takes care of Minsk since Minsk has a head wound. Yep,
You rang.
Minsk equals lots of craziness, and he is voiced by awesomely hammy Jim Cummings.
Hey,
And this guy, Nuber, is an annoying one, but
What's
deliberately.
this then?
hey,
Yeah,
hey, hey,
he he's been
Hey.
thrown with rocks.
hey, hey,
Well, the big weapon is for chopping you up.
hey,
I think I am.
hey, 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 hey.
He's annoying.
Hey, 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 hey,
Even the
Hey.
sound is annoying.
hey, 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 hey.
Yep. And I am patient enough to tolerate him. And I don't remember that. Could you just go and kill him without any sort of loss of reputation? Which would be hilarious if you could kill him without any kind of loss of reputation or problem, because he is just that annoying and everybody would just love him to be killed, and then he was killed and there was much rejoicing. Oh yeah, and they do have hidden all kinds of little knickknacks and trinkets around here, like this. At this phase of the game, it's a very good piece of armor, which goes, of course, to Minsk. Minsk is a ranger, despite not having sufficient stats for ranger. Well, when you are making a game and it's meant to have a hilariously crazy ranger in it, you can play with all the not necessary stats or something like that. They do all kinds of those kinds of moves around here, this place. And
Go on
when you
then.
look about his equipment,
One, son.
he has Boo in his
I will show you justice.
in item slots, and it's usable by Minsk, so let's use it.
I will show you justice.
Oh, let's just check out the environment. Oh, that's nice. I think that's Jim Cummings will make that lovely,
Sorted.
adorable little squeak. So, but let's just save before getting inside, because there's something unpleasant around here.
It may be a touch unladylike, but I'm gonna slit your throat, I am.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's just somebody. Somebody's against to kill me. So let's just be as snarky with it. Is there no compassion? Will you not reconsider? And she doesn't.
My blade will cut you down to size.
So it becomes
You right.
a battle.
Go on then.
And in this phase of the game, random chance of do you manage to actually hit the enemy before they get their spell off is very important. And of course that can you pass the save
What you want?
when they are going. Yeah, she's going down. Zoom closer to the magnificent brutal bar fight, which nobody cares anything about. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, oh omnipresent authority figure.
Oh yeah, and I just killed one of the many assassins out to hunt Hrothgar's blood.
Right, what's this then?
So let's just see what she had to carry. Yeah, ill intent. And the fact that I already killed the first person to try to get a piece of Hrothgar's life.
Go on then.
The bounty is even bigger, so it's time to actually rest.
Sorted.
Never had rats. No sorry.
Rent this room. Which is actually quite handy, and well, save and all that kind of nonsense before I am going to the damsel in distress thing to be done. Well, now I'm ready. Did some grinding, and in this game grinding actually is quite interesting because it just, well, you just wander around doing this kind of landscape, doing all kinds of odd jobs, weird missions. Some of them provide some sort of plot explanation or and some of them do provide some plot or knowledge about certain kind of events. Some of them might even provide some foreshadowing about the real big plot twist about to be in a game, although when you even start the game, the big plot twist is hinted already, so it's a bit of a
I'm on it.
well, it's a bit of a weird thing because when the game was already brought out, it was not publicly announced that hey, the main character happens to be a god spawn. And not just specifically someone of half-divine heritage, but of very specific half-divine heritage.
Go on then.
In multiverse where gods are very real and petty, dangerous, vicious bastards. Well, the main character's father happens to be Lord of Murder. Yeah, that's the title. But now, going to rescue the damsel in distress dinner here.
Let's talk more fight.
Yes, I know,
Yep.
You've a task.
but you should be aware, Minsk, that we are already about to do.
Me hungry.
We are going for the rescue right now.
Me now. Me hungry.
Yeah, come on,
Stop.
Elf ogre.
You go nowhere. This our bridge. You pay to walk it.
Yeah, alright. No. Okay. Do I look like that kind of money? Oh, well, yeah. I think I just... Yeah, no way to negotiate this kind of encounter. And let's just kite the guy in, so... So I can now put him full of arrows while one of my crew tanks it. And he also had the magical bracers, which are very handy.
You rang.
And powerful artifact. But now I'm already doing the rescue mission about Dinah here. Which, of course, well, all these little details, yeah, I'm saving, but saving is real fast
Go on
I
then.
count on.
Nature's
in comparison to the
servant awaits.
original version, which, well, saving was there, but it was a bit more cumbersome. And there should be a group of gnolls over there, so I'm gonna do a little bit of pulling back, because you really don't want to do something that when you are retreating from a bad place and run into enemy groups you should have met but didn't meet, but now they are there, like this case. You wanna sweep out, you wanna leave yourself a path to walk away from, especially at this beginning of the game where you really can't rely on yourself being able to take damage. Which of course makes this game's beginning real difficult. I mean the low levels from something like 1 to 3 you are having difficulty
You rang.
You're a queer
even
girl.
if
Omnipresent
they
authority
would not
figure
have blocked
or
the,
the group.
you could say,
My
practically
blade will
infinite
cut you
money
down to
glitch
size.
or exploit, how you wanna call it. I think it's called better call a glitch, because it's not a game mechanic thing, it's in a programming. So I guess that makes it a glitch instead of exploit.
You rang.
Nature's servant
Exploit is something
awaits.
that you can do it anyways, despite it doesn't matter how much what the game mechanics might be or how the programming is, you can do it.
Omnipresent authority figure.
While
Go on then.
if
You're
it's
a
a
clear
glitch,
fellow.
it's some sort of thing with the programming which should not be possible in the game world.
I'm on it.
But of course this fortress is actually much bigger
You rang.
than it
Right, what's this
actually
then?
you are needed to examine, but there's a
Go on
lot,
then.
but
Nature's
what
servant
it
of
lacks
the
in
group.
size makes up, I would say, what it has lots of size, but it has even more enemies in it, which are quite nasty. So let's just give Chahira some giant power drink
Sorted.
and get some distance. Oh shit.
Get over here.
That charge in a crossfire. Try to sneak past the being
Good on you,
surrounded.
Day.
Being surrounded means death. Period. At least in this phase of the game. With the basic story. But luckily the gnolls are just, you could say, regular enemies in their level of dangerousness. They don't have any special tricks or gimmicks that they can employ to if you are more hurt than they should do, or their size indicates, or number, or their basic stats indicate. Which of course they can still dish out quite a lot of hurt, which certainly is not a pleasant thing to do, at least to you. And I don't want to even think about how horrifyingly nasty this would be if you would just play with the regular rules, because computers tend to be quite, you could say, unimaginative and harsh game masters, because this game does run with the, you could say, the basic rule set of AD&D 2nd edition, which, of course, when this game was made, was about 20 years old system, or at least, yeah, about 20 years old. So
Go on then. Right, what's this then? Spit it out.
You're a queer fellow.
As you
but
direct.
the basic strategy I am employing still is quite valid, in that I have a choke point.
You have needed me?
Sorted.
I have a choke point with somebody doing a tanking there, and the others provide ranged fire support with range with long distance attacks. It's not the most fancy tactic, but it's certainly very functional and efficient tactic. Not the most beautiful tactic, and certainly not a courageous tactic, but it works. It gets results.
For the fallen!
Go on then.
Well, now I have done some digging out,
I cannot.
Servant away.
and let Minsk do the heroic rescue.
Full plate and packing
But the
steel.
game has not been programmed to recognize who is talking, unless of course their basic charisma thing. Well, Minsk is Minsk. Well, he has strong sword arm. Yep. Dinah here.
You rang.
You could say she's a Rushhemenian witch, because, well, in Rushhemen there's specific kind of, you could say, rituals and tricks and
Present authority.
basically warriors on the basic, it's called Dahema, some sort of pilgrimage slash voyage of adulthood, which might include
What you want?
which of course might include that. Well, in Minsk's case, it has been that his Dahema or Dajema, I don't know how it's
You
pronounced.
rang.
I do know how it's written or spelled, but I don't know exactly how it's pronounced. Includes that he must protect Dinah here, and why Dinah here is there, I really don't know the exact reasons for that. But the damsel in distress has been rescued, which of course, well, she is quite a good wizard, but not the most powerful or best this game has. At least in my experience. I think when the enhanced
Right, what's this
edition
then?
added new characters to the game, of which how good they are in, I really don't know. But there's another wizard over there,
Go
so
on
let's
then.
just
Yep.
do a little bit of tactical trickery by reforming a party a bit and taking Imoen out of it for a while. And you can actually quite easily recognize which characters were
I cannot.
original and which were added later. Well, yeah, now Imoen is out of the team. Let's have a check with Edwin.
I'm on
Go
it.
no further. I require the services of your group.
Yeah, Edwin
Will do
is
nicely.
quite fun character. Yeah, well, okay, let's allow Edwin to join, and there's that kind of thing
You
that
rang.
Dinah here is Rushhemenian, witch or wizard, however you wanna call it, and Edwin is a Thayan red wizard, or at least wanna be, or try to be, however you wanna call it.
Servant away.
Aye, punch.
As directed.
And
Spit it out.
supposed to say they are very hostile nations or countries with each other, so which of course would make a lot of tensions
You rang.
between them.
Omnipresent
But there's a little
authority figure.
trick I can do.
Let me forget.
of course I'm gonna save first, just to show how it's done.
Cool.
You've attacked.
That's all, folks.
Nature's
You
servant
point.
awaits.
Aye, bud.
Chia.
Dana here goes to the Rue goes to the tavern because there are specific characters that you can carry, or actually teams that you must take, which is to say, like Dana here and Minsk. Once you have recruited both, you can't have just one of them in your team. But I have a way to circumvent it, because I can. There's a way to circumvent it, which they did keep.
I'm on it.
By locking your other character inside some place where they can't read, because when you kick one of them out, they come to you and it launches a script which then takes the other character out as well. But if, as I now have kept it, she's in a tavern, completely unknown what is happening, I can remove her from the group like this. And she never and because she's there hidden behind the room, she can never come and actually launch the script which would make Minsk leave as well. So
You're a queer fellow.
now I actually have, you could say, full group of my, which I most likely intend to play through the whole game. Maybe even, well, I do know that some sort of canonical group might be that there's main character Imoen, Khalid, Jahira, Minsk and Dina here. But I do know it's about spoilage, but Dina here and Minsk Khalid will die
with the iron shortage and all.
in plot. Meaning there's no way for you to save them at all. But that of course happens way later at the beginning of Baldur's Gate 2. So it's kind of unnecessary thing to do. And all kinds of things might be happening again. And I think next time I will be going towards the Nashkel mines to see what is the source of this iron lacking crisis. See you next time.